Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I've found some cactuses. So between episodes I did some exploring, found a desert, found a mesa, found an ice spikes biome, and a flower forest. So we got some cactus. I've been growing it, smelting it into green dye. Made a little bit of green wool that we stuck in the base over there. But before we go over and check that out and start doing what we're going to be doing in the episode today, I want to show you guys this. So when we left off the last episode, I showed you guys this chunk that didn't load right for whatever reason, and the water goes down here. And when we came down here, there was a skeleton shooting at us, so I assumed there was a skeleton farm here, but there's not. It's actually just goes to another tunnel, and as I came down here, just a dead end. You can hear some stuff, so I think there's more tunnel in other directions and stuff here, and possibly down that way somewhere, but not too worried about that right now. Just a dead end up this way. So there actually wasn't a spider or a skeleton spawner in here, even though there is the mossy cobble and regular cobble. There's nothing off this way, nothing that way. But if you look here, there's a bunch of cobble kind of heading down, and then there's a bunch of cobble down here too, so I'm just wondering if it like unloaded the spawner or something. But anyway, came down here, did a little exploring up there, went this way and stuff. It actually turns out that the skeleton farm is right there. So this is like just on the other side of where the skeleton farm is at. This water comes down, and I hadn't came back here and explored any of this yet, and I found that if I go this way, see if we can get over here, if I head this way, there is some lava and stuff, but I think it was down this way. Yeah, right here is an abandoned mine shaft. So there was a bunch of gravel and stuff right here. I just dug through it. You can see it goes up this way. You can hear zombies and stuff. They're in here somewhere. But there's rails, just regular rails, and then you got like the support beams and stuff, and then there's also, and yeah, you can see that I went through here and lit this up so I can show you guys this. But there's cobwebs. If you take your sword and chop the cobwebs, it just turns into string. But if you take shears, you can actually harvest the cobwebs, which is kind of cool because you can use it to make a trap or something, because when you walk into it, it slows you down, so you can use it to trap mobs or something, or you can just use it for decoration or something. But also, we're just going to collect all this rail, because that's a lot of iron that we're going to save on, not having to make rails like that. I just went skeleton. But anyway, I just went through here and kind of lit the area up a little bit. I didn't do a whole lot of exploring. Just kind of lit up the few little bit of areas right here so I can kind of show you guys what an abandoned mine shaft looks like. You can see I didn't go down that way any farther or that way or anything. So you can also find chests, which I took the good stuff out of this one already. You can see I just threw junk in it. But you can find chests in minecarts, which we're actually going to take the minecart. Let's get rid of that and that. There we go. Got the minecart. So we're gonna end up using that. But yeah, so abandoned mine shaft, guys. You can see I got stuck in the cobweb here, so it's going nice and slow. But I'm gonna finish exploring this a little bit off camera, collecting cobwebs and rails and stuff, and then we're going to get into the rest of the base. So I'll catch up with you guys in just a minute. Okay guys, so might notice a little bit of a difference on the house. I now have smoke coming out of the chimney. So I used the cobwebs that I got from the abandoned mine shaft. Just use shears and you can pick them up just like that, and then you can kind of use them for smoke. And I put it going this way because the clouds are moving that direction, so it's like the wind's blowing it that way. But like I was saying earlier, you can use them for decoration, and this is what I meant by that. Also, we got this now. Season 1, Death 1, Episode 9, A Whole Nether Experience. So, I decided to make a death book. As long as I don't click sign, I can keep writing in this. You just click done each time. So, every time I die, which hopefully will be no more, fingers crossed, I'm going to write it in here and what episode it was, so we can look back and see later in the season. And then also, I changed the name of the Silky Shovel to Silky Shovel version 2 and Silky Pick version 2 because we had to remake them, so I figured they couldn't be the originals. Now, if we come down in here, you guys might notice this. Looks like grass, but it's not. It's actually green carpet, just like this one. Kind of matches, but you might also notice that it's kind of glowing, and that's because I put glowstone in the middle underneath it, and the light level shines through the carpet. So I think this is what we're gonna go with for the floor, and then we can hide glowstone under here in certain spots so that we don't have torches all over the place in here. And then also we're gonna need these. So I cleared out a little bit of this, trying to do a little bit of planning and stuff, but I realized that what I'm gonna build today has to be built a certain way. What I mean by that, I'll show you guys. So let me fill this in real quick. So if I push F3, you can see right here it says facing west, which means that if I turn this way, it's south and north. So I want to build this like super smelter, but the rails have to be ran east to west. So my rails have to be going like this. They can't run north to south, because if they run north to south, we're gonna have two sets of powered rails right next to each other, and if they run north to south, see how they connect like that? Now if I run them east to west and run another line of powered rails, they don't connect to each other. Why is that? I have no idea. It's some weird technical stuff that's in the game. But so we can't actually put the smelting system running this way. We're gonna have to put it on that side running that way, which actually works out pretty good, because if you guys remember, that's the outside right on the other side of that wall right there, and the smelting system's only 3 blocks wide, so it's only going to come back to here. So we could actually end up filling most of this back in, and tearing all that down out there and it just being a little bit smaller, so then we don't have to terraform quite so much out there. So that'll actually end up working in our favor, I think. I've been smelting cactus into green dye. For those of you that didn't know, you put the cactus in the furnace and smelt it to turn it into green dye. But what we're gonna do right now is build a super smelter. So we need lots of hoppers, lots of powered rails. I got some more powered rails in here. And we need minecart with hopper. You need, we'll turn these into minecarts with chests later. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to make the collection system. So we're going to have this like that. And then you want to take some block of choice. Doesn't have to be stone, just a block of choice. Whatever you want to use. And we're going to go like that. So you get this sort of shape here. And then what we're going to do is take a comparator coming off of this hopper. And then we're going to put a block of choice on the back of that. And then we want a redstone torch with block of choice on top. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Right there. Yeah. And then a repeater facing back that way. So the redstone torch turns on the repeater, which is going to turn on this powered rail right here. So that will launch the minecart down the track. Then what we want is just some regular rail to about right there. And then we're going to take powered rail and run it the rest of the way down. Let me get this grass out of the way, because I'm actually going to end up using grass and dirt in another build here shortly, hopefully in a few episodes. And we're going to need a lot of dirt, so trying to keep as much of this stuff as I can. So we'll just fill this in with stone real quick. Like that. Good, and we'll throw a torch back here and maybe one right there. Just kind of light it up a little bit. Alright, so powered rail all the way down to here. One more actually. And let's do stone. There we go. And then what we want is furnaces, which this spot right here will fit 14 of them. Just like that, without any problems. That gives it room for the minecart to go up and down right here. And then we need to take hoppers. And you need 2 hoppers for each furnace. So you can make this as big as you want. You can make this 100 furnaces, 200 furnaces, doesn't matter. But you got to have 2 hoppers for each furnace. So just keep that in mind if you guys decide to build this in your world or something. So we'll put a hopper going into the back, and that's going to be for the fuel. And then we put a hopper going into the top. And make sure that if you're clearing out stuff above it or something like that, check the hoppers before you start this thing so that you make sure that there's no items clogging up your hoppers. Then down here on the back side, we're going to go just like that. And you want to make sure you have a block up. If you're not inside a area like this, make sure you put this block here and this block here to stop the minecart. And then we're just gonna run powered rails all the way down like this. just like that. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. And I need some more stone, so let's just grab it from right here. That'll work. And then we want to go up 1. And up 1. Just like that. And then powered rails, like so. Then what we want to do is somewhere in the middle here, hopefully right there. We need to make a redstone torch. Or you could do a lever. It doesn't have to be a redstone torch. You just need something to power the rails. So power it all the way to there, and we want to make sure it powers all the way to the end. So I was off by 1 block. So actually we might be able to just move the torch onto this side. Nope. Got it dead there, and actually that will work because we just want to make sure that we're good all the way to the end over here, because we're actually going to have a lever on the other end that is going to start the system. So having this last one not powered is perfectly fine. Yep. Okay. Good. And now let's make a lever really quick. Do I have cobblestone? Right there. So we'll use the cobblestone. We will make a lever. Actually, we'll want to make 2 levers, because we're going to have one right here. So now if I flick that lever down, come on, you see it powers these 2 rails, which is what's going to make the minecart go. Now, just got to clear a little bit more space up top here. That should be good. Remember to check your hoppers, make sure nothing fell down in them. Okay. And then what we want, let's get our other mine carts here. Let's just throw this dirt in here so it's out of the way. Let's get our mine carts, and we need to make 2 chests and 2 mine carts with chests in them. That and like that. Perfect. Now we want to put the mine carts on these rails right here. Oops. Just like that. Okay. Now if we come over here, do I have another hopper somewhere? Doesn't look like it. So we'll make another hopper real quick. Need a chest and a hopper. And what we're gonna do is put, come on, put a hopper, come on. Really? Alright, let's break this real quick. Put the hopper pointing into there. And then we're gonna remake this. Put it down there. Okay, so that we have a hopper pointing into that. And then need a double chest. On top of the hopper. See if I can get it. Got it. So that it's above the minecart. Now if we turn this on, And you can see in the back between the hoppers there, the other one's going too. So the mine carts will go back and forth. And if we shut it off, and then when they come back, they'll stop right there. And then we can reach, oh, can't have solid blocks above it though. So let's do that. We'll end up probably putting slabs or something up here because we'll be able to see it from down below. But you want to be able to open the chest, so make sure you don't have solid blocks above it so that you can open that, and you can open the minecart with the chest. So your fuel is going to go in the double chest that's up above, and then whatever you're wanting to smelt is going to go in the minecart. So I'm going to throw iron ore in there for now. And then what we want to do is, let's put another block here. We got to make one more repeater. So let's get 2 more torches, make a repeater facing into there, and then we can put the lever here. Now see when we turn this lever on, so you could put the lever here, you could put the lever here, you could not have any of this stuff, but I put mine in one so that we can cover most of this stuff up. You could put the lever right on this block if you wanted, but when we turn the lever down, it turns that on, you see, and then it turns off the redstone torch, which turns that off, which turns that off. So basically what that means is that this minecart with the hopper won't go anywhere. It'll just stay there. Now if we flick this on, oh, really? I might have to just lower this one. We'll just have this come up and go on here. Yeah, dang, that's gonna suck. Oh well. And that'll stay on there. And now, if we flick that, it'll go. But we need to, let's see, where's the middle? Right here. Whoops. Make another torch. You can use a lever for this too, but we'll put, whoops. Put a redstone torch. Does that light all of them up? Does that light the last one up? Can't tell. Let's break that real quick. Yep, okay. Let's get the hopper. So yeah, right there. So let's break this, and we'll put the torch underground right there. And then we can fill that back in, put the rail, and then it'll be powered. Now, to make this hopper minecart for the 5th time. Shut that off. Okay, and then you can turn it on. And that'll just go back and forth, and it'll collect the smelted items out of there. And it'll come back here. And when it gets up here and starts dumping items into this, the comparator will take that signal, loop it, shut this redstone torch off, shut this off, as though the lever was flicked. So it'll come up, it'll be dumping items, which will activate that and shut this stuff off. So it'll sit there, and then as soon as it's done dumping items, the comparator will go off, and that'll turn back on, and then it'll go again. So that it doesn't just come up here, dump one item, go back, dump one item, come back. Have it just like that. And you can have it like this to automatically collect. You turn it on, and it'll go automatically collect. Or you can leave it down, and then it's like XP mode or whatever, where you come and you just grab the stuff out of it. Had some stone fall down and end up in these. That's fine. And you can come and just collect the stuff out of it and get the experience points for it. But that is it. That's the entire thing. Okay guys, so what I did is I just made this 1 block shorter, so we still have the 14 furnaces, but I just removed the extra blocks so that they're just right next to it instead. So we still get the 14 furnaces, and this still fits underneath it, just like that. Perfect. So now I'm just going to show you guys how it works. Let me grab some coal. We'll just grab as much of this as we can. And we put the coal in the top chest, the double chest, and you can see it's filtering through the hopper and into the minecart chest that's on the back side there. So let's just get the rest of this. We'll get the fuel thing filled all the way up. Okay. And then whatever we want to smelt, we put that in the minecart with the chest. And let's just go ahead and grab this. Let's throw this in our offhand. Grab the fortune pick, and we'll just break those real quick. So we can throw some more coal up in here. Perfect. Now, since I moved this one closer, I had to move the redstone torch on the backside here so that this would stay unpowered. So I just had to move it down one. And then, of course, we moved this up and did that so that we can have our lever at eye level instead of down here at the floor. I just didn't like the way that was looking. So now all we have to do, flick this lever. You can see we only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 pieces of iron, but you can see that it distributes it, and then it smelts. So then if we want to get the XP, we would just grab it like that. Otherwise, we just flick this lever, and that'll run down, run back. And you saw it stopped for a second. Okay, why is that not working? Strange. That should be powering that whenever an item goes into the hopper. Should then loop around and shut that off. Not sure. I might have to look into that a little bit more. Let's see. Let's try something real quick. So let's grab that, and then we'll go. Another little trick here. Put a rail right there, and then what we'll do is break that rail and put a block like that. Now let's see if that works. Don't know if it will or not. I think what this will do is it'll just let. Okay. Good. See if it stops when it comes back. Okay. Now let's test it with the smelting. So let's do cactuses. So we'll throw cactuses in here. Flick the lever. You can see it goes all the way down. It's skipping the first one for some reason. That might be because I shortened this. It's not giving it enough time. Yeah. So I'm probably just going to end up tearing this one out then, since it's not working anyway. Let's flick that off. Should all be distributed by now. Whoops. Should only take a couple times down and back to distribute everything. And you can see we've got all this smelted already. So now we'll flick this and we'll let that go down and collect. And when it comes back, let's see if it stops. No. Don't know why it's doing that. It should be. Does this need to be in subtract mode or something? No. I'm gonna have to look into that and see exactly why that's not stopping now. But, and then you can see they all went off when they were done smelting. This is done collecting, so we'll just shut it off. Now, when it's stopped, see it's dumping everything, but it should do that. It should go down and come back, and then when an item goes through here, it should be activating this comparator, but it's not for some reason. I'm gonna have to look into that, see what that's all about. But anyway, this is done now. So what I want to do really quick, we had, where'd they go? Jungle wood planks, that's not what I want. Oh yeah, I think I used it all for the hoppers. Okay, so we'll make some more spruce wood planks. And I think what I want to do is just something like this. To cover this up. What if we did stairs? I don't want to make that many stairs though. Let's go 24. Sure. We'll try that. Tear that up. Yeah, that looks better. And then we can do them like upside down on this side. Yeah. And we're getting all this stuff covered, except the furnaces. You want to be able to see the furnaces when they're smelting. I need a little more stairs. 4 enough? Yeah, it looks like it. Perfect. And then we'll figure out what we want to do for the wall. I want stairs here though. This is the question. I think I do this will look good. What if we did this? Do a stair and an upside down stair. That doesn't look much better either. I don't like the way that that looks, where it's gapped like that. We can go around to the back side here though and put upside down stairs like that above the chest, so you can still open the chest because it's technically not a full block. Just don't know about this though. What if we did that? Don't like the look of that either. We'd have to do something like that. Then we're gonna have to change that to a plank or something, so that it matches. I don't think I like that either though. If we do stairs over here, it's not gonna work because, oh, and I can't put that block right there anyway. Otherwise that minecart's not gonna fit through there. It's gonna have to be out here. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. Something like that. What if, actually, I have a redstone lamp in here. If we put the redstone lamp there, if I flick that on, yeah, it lights up. Okay. Then that kind of gives you an idea of when the carts are going back and forth. I mean, you can hear them anyway, but it's kind of a cool idea. Might do that. I don't know about this though. It's just like solid wood. I'm not really liking that, so But anyway, I think that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm going to try to figure out what the deal is with this comparator thing that we got going on here. I don't know why that's not working. It should work just fine, just like the storage system on the skeleton farm. The comparator just reads when an item goes through there and it loops the signal. It should do that same thing here. Unless maybe it needs to be on a delay or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it and see. I'm gonna mess around with it, see if maybe I need to put this on a delay or something so that it gives it time to run the signal or something. But anyway, so that's the super smelter. Like I said, you can make it as long as you want. Just make sure all your rails are powered because the power only goes so far. So just make sure all your rails are powered, and I'm gonna figure this out and I'll let you guys know in the next episode. And I'm also gonna work on this. Looks like garbage right now. So alright guys, that's gonna do it for me today. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Appreciate the support. Like always, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Later.